Hello, my name is Brian Cole. What I'd like to take you through is about a 5-minute quick introduction of the virtual demonstration capabilities of the Cisco Contact Center Enterprise. We deliver hundreds of these demonstrations per year to folks all throughout North America, South America, and Europe, and Africa. I've even done some for Australia. So we can really extend the reach of our demonstration platforms out to folks worldwide. This is normally about an hour-and-a-half demonstration, but I'm just going to take you through about a 5-minute introduction to give you a feel for what we go through as well as the mechanisms that we use to demonstrate this. What I'm going to do is switch this screen over into what we call the single screen demonstration mode, so I can demonstrate to Cisco locations that have just a single screen telepresence system, or it can be a 3-screen telepresence system. My preference is that they have a 3-screen telepresence system on the other side so that I can stay in the middle of 65-inch display and then have my agents and supervisors showing up on the left and right. And it's a very, allows me to be on screen meeting with the customers at the same time that I'm demonstrating these solutions. But in the single screen environment, which is what would fit for the show and share output, I'll use that environment here, and I can do the same pretty much. What I'm going to do is basically, I'm going to switch to a couple of the screens here. This is the Cisco Agent Desktop. So one of the things that I demonstrate is the full interaction of the Cisco Agent Desktop, all of its call control functionality, the one-click macros, the enterprise data areas, and the screen information showing how long that customer has been on a call with the agent and any thresholds that have been exceeded. And then on the bottom half of the screen are the built-in browsers where we can do screen pops of different applications such as Salesforce.com or other applications, so I can have a more personable conversation with this customer. I also demonstrate to them the built-in chat to be able to reach out to other subject matter experts, and again, the one-click macros to be able to speed up this agent's interaction with the customer, having a shorter average handle time, and therefore allowing that agent to handle more interactions, as well as giving the customer a better experience. Switching over to the supervisor real quick. So I take them through a full demonstration of the Cisco Supervisor Desktop and all of the the different methods that they can use to see what's going on throughout the normal day of their contact center, and ways that they can communicate with the agents, having a look at what the agents are working on currently, how long they've been on certain calls, and if the agents are in threshold exceeded scenarios, and being able to go out and reach out to those agents either via doing voice monitoring, or maybe even barging in on the agent to join them on a 3-way call, or intercepting the call, maybe chatting with the agent to let them know, do they need help? Maybe the supervisor is going to join them, and even doing some things such as, pushing pages out to the agents. So I can do those things as well, where I'm pushing pages out to the agents. Other things that I will take them through during a demonstration, I give them a full interaction of what it's like to handle the incoming emails and chats through our Cisco Interaction Manager tool for handling emails as well as chats. And they can take a look through, I'll show them through case histories of this customer, activity where they can change the prioritization level of certain contacts, as well as co-browsing with the customer to push pages out to them. I'll also take them through the Cisco Unified Intelligence Center, where I can show them how to build dashboards, where they can show multiple elements on the dashboards, things that are relevant to the supervisor or to the contact center team. This information can then be put up onto a wall board via the permalinks, so that they could use this as a nice graphical wall board. And I'll take them through some other things such as individual reports, and show them how they can set up the thresholding in here to go ahead and modify the environment so that they can show things in a form that they want to, maybe changing the color for a certain element, whatever it might be. And I'll also take them through the creation of the permalinks, where they can go in and perhaps send a link out to a business line manager so that that manager can look at this report anytime that they want without having access to Cisco Unified Intelligence Center. And here's an example of that. Something that can be running on that business line manager's desk or right within the agent desktop as a separate interface. Some of the other things I'll show them might be around the one-click macros, where we can speed up the agent's interaction with the customer and maybe save them 30, 40 seconds per interaction, again, improving the customer experience and the agent satisfaction and the average handle time. So in this case here, let's say that I have the FedEx tracking number and I want to see the status of the shipment. I could just click on that one-click macro, and the system will go out to FedEx, log me in, check the status of that delivery, and now while I'm on the call with the customer, I can go ahead and tell them that the shipment has been delivered and it was received by XYZ. So all of these things are built in there to make that agent as smooth of a operator as possible. Some of the other elements of the system are dynamic reskilling, also working with the script editor, so we can take them into how to create the automatic call distributor, the ACD, show them the elements of this and the palette for where they can just drag and drop elements onto the palette and connect the dots to go ahead and create their call routing, as well as the customer voice portal or the Cisco voice portal, where we can set up the interactive voice responsing, so to set up the self-service and the queuing and define those messages for the customer so that they can see, what audio is going to play when, and even take the customer through some call flows. And other things I will show during the demonstrations, if required, are the Cisco Finesse desktop. So here's an example of a call that's in progress right now, and you can see that I've got some widgets on here and gadgets for showing some of the reports that were available to me. A number of vendors have been creating gadgets that allow me to go ahead and quickly add those functions and features onto the agent desktop here via the Web 2.0 creation environment. Even something such as a Social Miner gadget, and I'll take these customers through Social Miner, how to set up the feeds to capture those contacts of interest, create campaigns, and then show them how to go ahead and respond to those feeds right through the Social Miner. And I talk about the business value of that as well. And in this case here, quick example of this is a customer has been run into a roadside problem, and they've been in a car accident, and they've actually used an application on an Android phone to go ahead and take a picture of this accident and send it in to this agent, so the agent can see on a map right where the accident is and scroll down and actually get a visual of what's going on at the accident, and then find things such as finding a tow truck that is near this customer and reaching out to get that customer some assistance and sending back SMS messages for this customer as well to communicate with them. So all of these are just applications that I'll show during a customer demonstration. And basically that's kind of the methods that I'll use to take the customers through the demonstrations of Contact Center Enterprise and give them a full feature set. Usually it's about an hour-and-a-half demonstration. And hope that was a good summary of a brief introduction of the Contact Center Enterprise.